Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 2023 Mercury Retrograde reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see what the energy is that we have to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have the star. Okay, so it can be, quite frankly, that we have to be mindful of an Aquarius energy around us. But there's also a sense here that we have to be mindful because it's like there's a sense of I'm giving up on my wishes because nobody listens and I don't care anymore. There's a frustration to us. Mercury retrograde, oh my gosh, it can find those weak points and just kind of like burrow right into it. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of frustration. Be mindful of having dreams and somebody telling you you can't, but it's somebody that you would be like, oh, well, that person knows what they're talking about. Okay, maybe, and maybe they don't. So just be aware of this during this time. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't. And know that divinity is listening, even if you're older, even if you think it can't possibly be, even if you don't think like this could possibly happen for me. It can. It can. It just might not happen in the way that you think it should or the way that you think it would. So be aware of that. Like let go of your expectations and let divinity have their expectations come forward. Let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Here it is, create. Create, create, create. Let yourself be creative. Don't just, I know I'm so guilty of this. Don't just have a million things that you want to create and then be like, yeah, but I'm so busy. I can't do this right now. Let yourself create. Let yourself take time, have time to create and cultivate what you desire within your life. Let yourself be creative, but also just let yourself create. Let yourself cook. Let yourself clean. Let yourself, do these things that we might think, oh, it's mundane and not worth anything. Oh, it is. It is. Beauty is worth something. And we tend to forget that. We tend to think acquisition is worth something. But taking what we have and making it beautiful, that's powerful. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay, don't get upset. I know people say, Dane, they're all upside down. This is terrible. Hate that you do upside down cards. I get that. And I'm sorry you feel that way, if you do. But look, the Five of Wands is the only one that's upright. There's chaos in our lives. We have to acknowledge it. Okay? Prosperity here can be chaotic. Leo energy can be chaotic within our lives, or just feeling strong and self-assured and knowing what we want. We're not really seeing our magic. Something else is taking over. So be aware of this. Be aware of this during this time. Let's talk about Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde begins in its intensity on the 21st of April. It has already been, in our lives from the 7th of April, where the pre-shadow period begins. Now it ends on the 14th of May, but it will continue to be in our lives till the 31st of May, because that's the post-shadow period that comes forward. Now, This is a time, just like simply speaking, when Mercury moves slower than the Earth around the sun, which is a big deal because to us it seems like it's moving backwards because Mercury only takes 88 days to make its way around the sun. Mercury rules news, information, travel, technology, communication, all the things that have us connecting with other people. That's what Mercury rules. And Mercury is in Taurus, finances, creature comforts, luxury, prosperity, bounty. Mercury, not Mercury, but Taurus is also ruled by Venus, love, how we express our love and our desires, our sensuality. And it's not just romantic love. It's the love that we have in our lives, the sensualness that we have in our lives, the beauty, the the grace. So know this. Know that we don't feel like a wish is being heard. We feel like I've wished, I've done a good job. Like, why isn't this being heard? There's a blockage in us right now. That even though we really want something, we're also afraid of it. Why? Why? Is it something from our past life? Is it something from, our past experiences? What is it? What is it that's holding us back? What are we afraid of? If we get what we wish, what door opens? We can be afraid of success. I know people think, oh my gosh, that's hogwash, but we can be. Taurus energy. And I know people are going to say, oh, she's now reading for Taurus. No, this is still a Sagittarius reading. But because Mercury retrograde is in Taurus, let us talk about the Taurus aspect of it. Taurus energy is fantastic at manifestation. If you have Taurus in your chart, see where it falls, and look at how you're able to manifest things in your life. You'll be good at it in that area. Now here, we can have a bit of difficulty with manifestation. We can during this time. Physical manifestation, we could be like, why aren't things happening? And because of that, we can think, wow, nobody's listening to me. Divinity doesn't care. The universe doesn't care. My angels aren't there. We can be really, really frustrated. So be aware of that. Just be aware of it. Don't give up on you. Even though this time is going to kind of like play with our heads and make us want to. Again, comfort and luxury and being practical. These are all things that Taurus is really good at and part of their character traits. So here, when it comes to, our luxury and our comfort and our prosperity, money too, practicality, we can be a little bit too generous during this time. We can make purchases that seem like a really good idea, and then we think of it afterwards, and we're like, why? Why did I do that? So be aware of that. But the astounding even-temperedness of Taurus is going to calm down the wildness of Mercury, okay? Of a Mercury retrograde. Mercurial temperament is never something that you want to be. It means you're just like completely unpredictable, right? So here, we also need to know that we can be profoundly stubborn. I mean, Sagittarius, we can already be stubborn, but now we can be really stubborn. So just be aware of this during this time. We also have to understand that part of our temperament and part of why we're here on this earth, it's like, I know what I know, what I know, what I know, which doesn't sound like it expresses a lot, but there's a knowledge to Sagittarius. And it's like, I know what I know, but we need to explore. We need to question. We need to seek. And that's going to be something that will be very good for us. The magician is reversed. We don't feel like we have that magic spark. We come before the altar of our existence and we think, oh, imposter syndrome. I shouldn't be here. Who am I to? And then we can kind of put on airs because, oh, if I just copy this person, take a little bit from here and take a little bit from there and mix it all together and it all, sounds really good. It's like when you take all yummy tasting things and mix them together and it tastes terrible. It's like, how did that happen? Embrace your energy. Embrace who you are and what you love and what you want. It's time to create. It might not be right now. We might want to wait till the end of the 31st of May, until that time has passed. But it's time to create and cultivate. It's time to embrace a bit of our magic. But it's also time to start realizing that we have magic. That magic is all around us. And it is profound. It moves us to the 9 of Cups reverse. We don't feel like we're getting what we wish for. We kind of feel like everything is spinning out of control. That's okay. We can have times when we are sad and overwhelmed and doubtful and questioning and why are we here? The energy from the lunar eclipse and not the lunar eclipse, the solar eclipse and the new moon, they can still be here. I mean, that only happened on the 19th, 20th of April, depending on where we are in the world. Now Mercury retrograde hits us on the 21st. It's like bang, bang, bang. So here with the 9 of Cups, it's It's also feeling like nobody showed up to your table. It's like, what the heck is going on? Be aware of this. Step back. Look at what you really want. Look at the people who do show up. Look at what you desire. Step back. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. I would say with this, put on your best clothes. Well, maybe not your best clothes, but like, put on your nice clothes and step forward into the world. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is not seeing that we are prosperous and bountiful and brilliant. It's like, no, I'm just surviving. I'm just going forward. I'm trying. And that's fine. That's fine. Trying is like more than half the battle. But do luxurious, beautiful things for you. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. If you like using a facial moisturizer that smells really good, use it. Or spraying a certain perfume or cologne, do so. Do things that make you feel luxurious. Because this is a time where we just don't feel like we have the time, or we're worth it, or we're tired, or we're overwhelmed. And it's like, no. Fix your hair. Let yourself walk in your prosperity. Because people see you as prosperous. Now it's time for you to see you as prosperous. And I know I'm saying very superficial things, but those superficial things will add up. Let yourself embrace your prosperity and your abundance. Because there's a sense of like wealth falling away. It's like, no. Show up for you. Before you show up for everybody else, because you will show up for everybody else, show up for you. With strength reversed, you don't feel strong. It's like, well, I'm doing what I need to do. And it's like, yeah, okay. But you are strong and you are powerful, and own it and know it. This is also the sun, right? This is Leo energy. Leo is ruled by the sun. Let yourself shine. With the Magician reverse, with the Queen of Pentacles reverse, with strength reverse, we're having a bit of difficulty letting ourselves shine. Why? Because we feel like, why even bother? The wishes haven't been granted. I have wanted, I have been a good person, I have tried, I have sacrificed, I've done, and it's not happening. Step back. Also, take time for what you want to create. We're giving so much away, we're not filling ourselves up. So be aware of that. The Three of Wands, we don't feel like there's this give and this take, right? We don't feel like the prosperity is coming in, the bounty is coming in. So be aware of that. Be aware. This is also a time where the doors might be closed. Like, it might not be the time where we go out, we're hobnobbing or connecting the way that we want to be. And that's okay. But we also have to look at, for the past 3 years, with doors being closed, quite literally, because of the circumstances of the world. And now we can start to say, with this Mercury retrograde, why don't I open them? Like, yeah, okay, people are going to be a bit chaotic. It's a Mercury retrograde, and people will misunderstand things, and messages will get lost, and yada yada. But why don't I open the door? There's something here that's keeping us from opening that door. It can just be fear. I mean, it's been a heck of a ride, right? And beware of getting into other people's pettiness, because it will be easy. It'll be easy because we're a little bit down, or we're being very hard on ourselves, and we can be like, oh, I can help you. Don't get into other people's drama. Don't. You have enough to handle right now. We're letting yourself shine. Don't let them extinguish your light. Like, don't. Just be very mindful of this. People are going to want to pull you into their drama. They just are. Be like, yeah, okay. But no. Don't get into office politics. Don't get into other people's drama. Stay in your lane and embrace your grace. There's also something that you wish for or want for that you're thinking, oh, somebody else is getting that over me. Let them have it. Stay. It sounds so cliche to say stay in your lane, but focus on you. Don't focus on everybody else, because it makes us fumble. It makes us drop the ball, not move forward the way that we want to. Stay in your grace. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Ace of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, we're not feeling prosperous. We're not feeling like we're getting the gifts from divinity at all. Be aware of this. The Ace of Pentacles is God, source, spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us gifts. And it's like, where are mine? Or why did I get the seeds that don't grow? So be aware that there's something here, and it's around what we really, really want. And we're getting it. We will take it. But right now, it doesn't feel like it's there. It doesn't feel like we get to have that abundance, that bounty, that beauty that others get to. Our subconscious Luna message is mindful. Did I say Luna message? Well, I mean, that works. There's the moon. But our subconscious spirit message is mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of your actions. Be mindful even of your posture, the way you're holding yourself, because it's showing the energy that's around you. Be mindful. Be aware. Once we are starting to be aware of ourselves, not in this like overly vain or, overly critical way that our world is mindful of everything, but in a way that says like, am I enjoying this? Am I having fun? Am I embracing what I want to embrace? Be mindful of that. It leads us to our subconscious tarot message, and that's the Lovers, Gemini energy, the duality of us. This is also our sister sign, and I really see it here as bringing out the best in us. Subconsciously, we're moving towards what we love. Subconsciously, we're embracing the duality of us. Subconsciously, we're opening up our hearts, and that's what we're doing. Subconsciously, we're saying, what do I love? When you know your mind is wandering, let yourself focus on the word love, 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 love. Let yourself focus on love and happiness and joy and brilliance. Say love and peace, love and peace, love and peace. Let those be your words. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. Sagittarius, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all, and God bless. Bye.